I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The only reason that this is happening, this Ultimate Team of the Season pack opening, which is really just one pack, is because I wanted people to click on the video. I'm going to be doing a Q&A for my 15K Q&A. That's going to happen right after this. So I'm going to open this and then hopefully you stay. I know most of you will leave, like my dad. Do I actually care what I get in this pack? Not really. I don't think I'm going to play FIFA 19 again. But that's actually going to come later in the show. Let's see if I get a Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm probably going to get an Alisson. Or even better, I might get a duplicate Sarabia. Excellent. See, the good thing is, I packed them already. So now I have another one. So then I can look at it. Alright, so now it's time for the main event. I'm going to be looking at these different questions that I left on my 15K song. If you haven't checked that song out, it bangs. It actually set off my car alarm, which is pretty dope. So go check that out. This is from Ahmad. Where did the name LongTransaction come from? Q&A. I've mentioned this in the past. There's no origin, really. I think my brother made it in like 2009 when we were setting up an Xbox account. It might have been Xbox 360. It might have been PS4. I don't know. I didn't have an Xbox One. So I think he just made it. There's really no reason. That's a terrible answer, but that's the answer. Will you be doing, from Long Live the King, a Road to Glory in FIFA 20? And who gets the championship next year in the NBA? Very important, it's not the Lakers. The answer is the Lakers. Will I be doing a Road to Glory in FIFA 20? I don't know. This is what I kind of wanted to talk about, and I'll talk about a little bit later because I know there are more questions regarding FIFA. The whole reason that I started FIFA on a YouTube channel was because I really like doing Road to Glories. Like, I started with 200 below. That was a Road to Glory. I could only spend 200 coins getting gold players back when you didn't have the whole transfer things, the stupid transfer bans that are really annoying. So that's what I'd like to do. It's just a matter of, there's not really, you can't be too creative now because a lot of people just play really hard. They just try to get the most expensive players, the best players. And so if I am trying to do something like Bronze to Glory where I use lesser rated players, bronze players or silver players, I can't do it because I'm just going to come up against really good teams and get smashed. No one wants to watch me get smashed over and over again. Not on this channel, at least. Also, just to add on to that, why I didn't do Bronze to Glory, I used to do Bronze to Glory because you could get silvers and bronze packs, but they got rid of that. I don't know why, but they got rid of it. This is from Stipmeister. Have you been to Europe, and where have you been? When not, what country city would you like to visit one time and why? Greetings from Austria, homeland of Ani the Hammer. I have not been to Europe, but I would love to go. I actually would love to live in Europe. What country or city? I would like to go to pretty much all of Europe. There's not one specific place. I speak a little bit of German. I speak some Italian. I'm learning French. So I'd like to go any of those places just to learn foreign languages because that's what I like to do. This isn't really a question, but it's from Othman Rachdi. Congrats, man. Love the music. Keep up the lit songs. But like, seriously, when are you giving up on FIFA? I've given up on FIFA, actually. I gave up on FIFA a long time ago. When am I gonna stop making videos? I'm probably never gonna stop making FIFA videos, at least for the time being, but I'm gonna have to change how I do it because if I try to just do the same thing that I did this last year in terms of how much time I put into this terrible game, I'll probably jump off of my window. I'll jump off of a window. This is from Joseph Nil. Have you ever considered doing IRL soccer videos? Yes, I have done IRL soccer videos, football videos in the past. They were pretty fun to do, and I'd love to do more. I was thinking about doing an entire series based on me trying to get better at football because if you didn't know, every day at lunch I go to the park and practice football. It's not like I have a team or anything. I just do it for fun. The only thing is it's difficult to record because I'm just by myself and I don't have a bunch of cameras and it gets really hot, and if I actually bring a camera out there it might like overheat and break. So I usually just use my phone, but it's kind of hard. So I don't know. If you guys want to see IRL soccer videos, football videos, let me know. I'm not really sure what to do in them because it's just me and it's me filming it too. Paris Ahmed, who's your papa? Please admire my correct grammar. Thank you, King. Who's my papa? LeBron James? This is from Fadil Khan. What motivates us to keep playing FIFA? I don't know if you meant you or us. What motivates people in general to play FIFA is packs, because I think people are actually slightly addicted to opening packs. And by slightly, I mean extremely addicted, because it's kind of like gambling. And there are a bunch of little things that they put into the game, so you just keep opening it. Same thing with social media. You see the notification and it sends dopamine to your brain. This is all very biological and psychological. But that's what keeps motivating people to play FIFA. I don't really fall into that boat. I do have a little bit of a pack addiction, but it's not to the point where I actually spend money. I've never spent money opening packs, except when people gave me the money to spend specifically for packs as part of a Bronze to Glory series. And so other than that, I don't spend money on this game. What motivates me to keep playing FIFA is to make videos, because I like to make videos and it's fun, but I don't know, FIFA sucks. This is a very frequent question. Benjamin Gritzel. Where, general area do you live? Not to stalk, just curious. I live in the United States, in the southern part. Take like, this is America. Childish Gambino said that. And then I live in the bottom part. That's where I live. Afin Akbar, love you LT. I wanted to ask where you're from and if you could give me a hug or a sexy wink. I really just read this comment because it's creepy. And I don't know why my options are hug or sexy wink. Those seem very different. This is from HXRYG. For some reason I read that as Harry every time you comment, but it's not Harry. But anyway, Harry asks, how do you still have hair after playing Foot Champs all year? I don't, that's why I wear a fedora. Actually, I have no idea. I use Rogaine. Seth Henson asks, love you LT, what are your thoughts on games outside of FIFA? I enjoy games outside of FIFA. I play a lot of, when I'm not playing FIFA, I'm mainly playing Counter-Strike at the moment. I'm not good at Counter-Strike, but I like to just click on dots. That's what I just do when I'm bored. I go to Kovacs, which is an aim training thing, and I click on the dots and I do the tracking thing. And then I try to play CSGO, but I'm not really that good at it. So it's not to the point where I'd like to stream it or record it, because I'm nowhere near what anyone would really want to watch, and it's not the kind of game where you can just keep joking. At least I don't think it is. I don't think it'd be fun to watch me just die out over and over again and make bad jokes. But I don't know. This is from RMYSS. Mana from England, you know. How many peng ting do you draw when you out and about on the streets? I just want to hear and see your reaction to my comment. A lot of peng tings. Cheeky Nandos. Ethan McCandles, when do you think you're going to hit 15k man? Why would I hit 15,000 men? That's just such a dumb question. The Schweinsteiger, would you consider playing Borderlands 3 when it is released, or doing playthroughs of other games? I don't know. I don't really play. The only video games I really ever play are sports games and shooters now. I don't do playthroughs too much, so most likely I'm just not going to do that. It's Nacho. It's Nicho. I just called you a Nacho. If FIFA 20 gameplay is just as bad as Disaster Class 19, what will you do? I'm most likely not going to play as much FIFA 20, and I'm not going to do the same thing where before FIFA 19 came out, I told myself I would play it enough and get good enough that I would become elite, like just in terms of elite gameplay and elite weekend league finishes. And I did play a lot at the beginning, but I quickly realized that this year, even though it's been happening in the past years, this year it seems like you have to spend money. Professional FIFA players are spending tens of thousands of dollars to have teams that are good enough to compete. I'm not saying they're not good at the game. They're way better than I am. If we had even teams, they would still destroy me. But I'm not going to spend $10,000 on a game that's just for 1 year. That's such a ridiculous number. I don't even think it's... Just taking that number into my brain, it's like, that's more than most people spent on rent. And this is for a video game? Who's going to do that? So I'm not sure about what I'll do next year. I'm trying to make different kinds of videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. I'm just trying to figure out what you all like and what will make you click on the video and what I will enjoy and will not make me die. Hun Skelper, what football team do you support? I support Tottenham Hotspur because my name is Harold Kane, and I support Borussia Dortmund. When they played in the Champions League, I supported football, the game. Daryl Daniels, when are we going to get a full version of Jack or Nah? To be honest, I was planning on doing a full version of Jack or Nah, but I think I deleted the file that was like the Jackernaut file. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I might not actually do it at this point because I could try to recreate it, but it's not gonna be the same. That's what I like about when I make music. It's like that take is gonna sound different than any other takes. So I could try a recreation. I just don't know if it's gonna be good. Javier Aquino asks, at what age did you start playing guitar? I started pretty late. I mean, I played piano when I was younger, like 8 years old until now. But I started playing guitar when I was like a senior in high school. So that was like 5 years ago. So I was 17. It is never too late to play music. Follow your dreams. And one day you can be playing FIFA and making weird intros. Kevin Campos, are you studying or did you study music fire songs? I did not study music if you mean at school. I just really like making music, and that was the first thing I did on YouTube. I had a different channel that was mainly making music and covering songs, and then I started to play FIFA instead. Seabass, also known as Chandler the Creator. What's that guy's name? Chance the Rapper. No, I think Chandler the Creator's good. Seabass, anyway, he asked, can we kiss? The question is terrible. The answer is positive. Lewis asks, would you ever consider doing playthroughs of other games? Even if I'm trying to get to everyone's question just because I might as well. There aren't too many, but same answer as before. Maybe, but most likely not, because that's not really something I do in my free time. Karl Schupna, what are your life aspirations? Weird winking questionable emoji. To make people smile. Except for myself. Stephen Byrne asks, why is melted cheese better than solid state cheese? Nice rap, by the way. That's actually a question I've asked myself multiple times. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't like solid state cheese. I don't like it. Some people eat it. Like, some people will buy it and just eat it. I can't. I need it to be melted. And then I like it. Reverse Lee, congratulations. Have you ever considered switching to PES? I played PES 19 at the very beginning because it's released about a month or month and a half before FIFA is released, and it was fun, and I like a lot of the features in it, but in terms of making it exciting gameplay to watch for people, it's not as much. So as a football simulator, I think it's way better than FIFA, but in terms of content that I'm gonna put on YouTube and have like a quick video, it's not as good. So I think if you want to have a simulator, go to PES. Casson Coutinho, Philippe's younger brother, how long have you been playing guitar, and advice on singing and playing at the same time? So 5 years or so for guitar. Is that even right? Yeah, that's right, 5 years. Wow, I'm old. And singing and playing at the same time, find easy songs, go to Ultimate Guitar tabs and find easy songs to play and then just strum along to. I never even learned to strum, really. I just kind of strum. I never like learned a way to strum. I just strummed along to the beat that I felt was correct, and just learn basic chord shapes, and it's fun. Pick a song that you like that's easy, pick basic chord shapes, sing, profit. CFC Jacob, are you still currently studying university or college while playing FIFA and doing YouTube? No, I graduated 2 years ago. Holy crap, I'm old. I graduated 2 years ago and I became Canadian for some reason. I was doing FIFA and YouTube, well, playing FIFA and doing YouTube while at college, and it was kind of hard. I don't know how I did that, how I managed that. I still got good grades and I passed, so whatever. But I am not any longer. Trundle Puff Pendants, will you play FIFA 20 if we beg you? No. If you beg me, I'm not gonna play at all. Oxy LMAO, do you look forward to FIFA 20 or do you think it'll be just as bad as FIFA 19? I'm not very confident. I used to be pretty confident, but looking at how they just like, usually the trend, if the trend were upwards even slightly, like from FIFA, I don't know, FIFA 15 or so, I would say, yeah, maybe they'll get it together for next year. But the trend has been downward, and it's not even like it's not just a slight slope like a -1 for all you math nerds out there. It's like a -20. Like, this is a big slope. Take the integral of this. You'll get something crazy. Oh, Joe Maru asks, who's your 5 favorite players you've used this year? I have no idea. I think team of the season Quagliarella was really good. Onyekuru, Dabber was good. Ibrahimovic, flashback Ibra is very good. And that's 4. I can't even think of another one. Milinkovic Savic is Kai Havertz, player of the month. That was really cheap and that was good. MSG Games, also known as Madison Square Garden, home of RJ Barrett, is Wayback your dad? Also congrats. Wayback is not my dad, but I used to watch a ton of Wayback. I'm still subscribed to him, but I don't watch FIFA anymore because the game's not really that fun to watch. It's kind of repetitive. Wayback's hilarious, and I like Wayback. Shout out to Wayback. Hey Zway. Hi. Hi there. Hugo Silva, how did you become a fan of football? This is a good question. I became a fan of football in like I don't know, going back to 2006. I would always watch World Cups because those were televised. Basically, if it were televised, I watch it if it's a sport. So I would watch like the 2006 World Cup. I watched the 2010 World Cup. I watched Euro 2012. But what it really started to happen was when NBC Sports got the rights in the United States to show Premier League games in 2013, I believe. So I started to watch almost every single game. At the same time, I was also in like German classes and we were learning more about football. So I picked a team and I was like, Borussia Dortmund. It was because they were in the final in the Champions League against Bayern, and I didn't want to choose Bayern because they have all the money and I like to cheer for the underdog. So just a bunch of things happening at once. That's the reason why I chose them. Football. Skiing for life. When did you start playing FIFA? I actually played FIFA 10, and then I didn't play until FIFA 15, and that was the same time I got a PS4. So when I got PS4 and I got FIFA, I started playing. All right, this is going on a little too long, so I'm probably going to skip some of these if they're just stupid questions. Some of you guys have stupid questions, I'm going to be completely honest, and some of them I've already answered. Frank de Leon, do you have a favorite NBA team? Not really. I kind of cheer for individuals in the NBA rather than teams. So I like players like Kawhi Leonard, I like Steph Curry, I like Damian Lillard, I like CJ McCollum. Maybe I'm a Blazers fan, I don't even realize it. I don't know, I really like the NBA. NBA and football, both of those very close in terms of what I like. Sound Theory, my boy, have you considered transitioning to becoming a game that isn't FIFA YouTuber? Other content creators have done it. I think playing a game you'd actually enjoy would spark your creativity more. Yeah, I have, but the thing is, I'm not really sure what game it would be. I've gotten a little away from really enjoying video games, and it's not because maybe I am burned out on video games, but part of it is because there are two different spectrums, or two different sides, I guess is a better word, for gamers. I think one is the competitive, and like those people are really good. They spend hours and hours, and it's something that I can't really crack because I don't have hours and hours to practice. It's not like sports where you're younger and then you're only allowed 3 or 4 hours a day maybe because your body is tired. With gaming, it's like you just keep going, and people have full-time jobs dedicated to gaming. They can just keep going and going. So I can't really go to that section of competitive because I'm not good enough. Part of it is I don't have enough time, and part of it is I don't really think I have the innate ability to be that good at gaming. The other part is like content creation and being funny or being entertaining to watch. And I don't think I'm that hilarious. I think I can be entertaining at times, but a lot of these people also like they kind of exaggerate, which I exaggerate. I don't normally act like this, but they do it to a certain extent that I'm not the same level. So I'm kind of in the middle ground where I'm like kind of competitive, but edge more towards the content creation. I'm not even answering your question, am I? This is why I failed all my classes. So have I considered it? Yes. But am I gonna do I have a specific game that I want to play? Not sure. I might just choose gaming as a whole, although I'd rather have one main game to focus on. So we'll see. If the game comes up and I'm really enjoying it, then I'll showcase it to the world so you can all enjoy my incredible gaming skills. And then I'll wear a gaming diaper. Cullen HJ, where'd you get your epic hats from? I was actually wearing my mom's hat for a while. That was a red one, a red fedora. That is my mom's hat. This one I got from New Orleans. I had another one from the beach, from the coast of the state in which I will never tell you where I live. Corty asks, what was your first gaming experience, or what was the first game you really liked to play? Also on a side note, can I leave the gulag yet? There are no more Colts. There's no... Corty, no, you can't. You have to stay in the gulag. And to answer your other question, I played... The first game I remember playing was Super Smash Brothers. I played that a lot with my family. But that was on the N64, so I played that. I played like Donkey Kong. I played GoldenEye. And then I slowly transitioned to sports games. So I played a lot of Madden. I played a lot of college football. And yeah, that was fun. Mateo Kreina, is YouTube your only job? No, it's not. It's not even, I don't even consider YouTube a job. Although with how much FIFA makes me sad, it's become a little bit like a job. I have a real job that I work from like 8 to 6 from. And I sit at a computer all day. And yeah, that's what I do. Elda here asks, how tall are you? I'm definitely 7'1". I'm definitely not short. I'm 100% not short. If I were short, you wouldn't find out from me, because, I mean, it doesn't even matter because I'm not short. I'm definitely not self-conscious about how short I am. I'm definitely not small. I'm not a manlet. How dare you? Chappelle HD, what's your favorite FIFA and why? That's kind of hard. I guess FIFA 10. Most people are gonna say like a FIFA 12 or like a FIFA 10 to 13 region, because that was before money really got poured into it and kind of, in my opinion, ruined it. I just remember playing FIFA 10 Pro Clubs with my friends at the time, and like I didn't really care about getting the best team or like competing. I was just messing around, playing that and playing Black Ops, I think was the game at the time. Lucas Burnett, I asked you a few months ago if you played COD and you said you didn't anymore. Why'd you stop playing? I used to play a ton of Call of Duty, actually. I bought an Xbox 360 specifically to play Call of Duty. That was Modern Warfare 2, and I played that game. Oh, probably the most favorite game I've ever played, mainly because I was playing with friends. That's what the answer is almost always going to be. So I played that, and then I played Black Ops, and I played Modern Warfare 3, but by that time it was kind of dying. I stopped playing because my friends stopped playing. I thought the game was fun, but it was more a game that I wanted to play with others, not really a game that I just play by myself. It's not as much fun. Bully the Cadet, Q&A, are you a shaker? I had to look this up. There are only 2 shakers in the world. Yes. Tyler Smith, what motivates you to make videos? Very good question, Tyler. It's actually it's the comments. Like I genuinely want to make videos that people really enjoy. I don't always, but I sometimes get comments that are like, I was having a bad day and this made me happy. Thank you so much. And like I wanted to quit FIFA a long time ago. I made a video in I think not August, but maybe October. Like a couple months within FIFA 19, I'm like, this game's bad. But I continue to make videos. It got a little better. Like I was kind of just in my feelings, I'd say, and I wanted to complain. Although the game is bad, I can't really avoid the fact that the game is not very good. But I continue to make videos because I enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing you guys happy, and I want to read the comments. That's why a couple of days ago I had to close the comments because it was just getting a little bit out of hand. And I've had streams where the comments are just it's just spam, and it's not something to read. And that's when I get annoyed, because I do this to interact with you all because it's fun. That's the main thing. It's fun to see people happy. And when it's just like a bunch of trolls and not something constructive or like interesting feedback or anything, not even criticism. I can take criticism. If you don't like the video, that's fine. But if it's just kind of like trolling me or just being annoying, that's when I'm not having as much fun. Daniel House, Q&A, is way back our grandfather. On a more serious note, how about bringing back the podcast, talking food or hot topics, whatever's in the press, or even talking about cars of some kind? That I am going to bring back the podcast. The reason that the podcast, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, it's extra long transaction. Maybe I'll leave a comment. Maybe I'll leave a link. I'm probably not going to. Just type it. I did podcasts for a while. I'd like to bring them back. The reason I wasn't doing them was because I was just busy. Like, doing videos and having an actual other job that is important, I don't have very much time, to be honest. That's why I was thinking about doing podcasts while I was driving to and from work. But it was kind of weird. The audio was bad. I couldn't film myself. So I am gonna bring those back, but I was thinking about maybe cutting them into shorter videos, like 15-minute long mini podcasts in which I talk about one specific topic, and then I have a different podcast, it's another specific topic, just in case you're listening to it and you're like, I don't actually care about this. Or also, it's easier if you just have shorter segments. I find it's easier and more organized. If someone is like scrolling through my channel, they might say, oh, that piques my interest, I'll click on that, but they don't really care about the other 35 minutes of me talking about why I have so much hair on my body. Jose Bustillo, does this song mean that you'll actually stop doing videos playing FIFA 19 or playing FIFA in general? I'm surprised no one else picked up on this, because I even wrote the lyrics. I typed out the lyrics as a comment, but Jose picked up on it, so shout out to him. I'm pretty much done with FIFA 19. That was like, I'm giving a peace sign to FIFA 19. I'm also giving a peace sign to the way that I played FIFA. So I might, like, there's a possibility I never touch FIFA ever again. I'm not going to stop making videos, but I might not play FIFA if it's just like, yeah, to access Ultimate Team, you have to pay us $100 and open 10,000 packs, because I don't want to give them any more money. Like, I don't want a game that feels like I'm playing a mobile game where I just have to do in-app purchases over and over again. I want to play football because I really enjoy football. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to find out a way to have fun again and not just grind to do player reviews. And like, I was doing a whole shtick where I hated the game, which I thought it was kind of funny, but it was getting overused, because after about the 17th time where I say I hate this game, the facade wears off. Like, you can actually tell I hate the game. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to incorporate this while also having fun. All right, how old are you? Skiing for life. I feel like you already asked the question, but whatever. He said, how old are you? I am 37 minus 15 plus 1 minus 5. I don't know. I can't count. A couple of people actually asked me on Twitter, so let me read these. Peter, also follow me on Twitter, because social media, I'm bad at marketing myself. Peter asked, how do you feel knowing 15,000 people subscribe to you? It's kind of weird, because I don't know 15,000 people, and I don't know why 15,000 people subscribe to me, but it's kind of cool. It's cool knowing that 15,000 people clicked at one button because they're like, yeah, he's good enough. That's why I feel most people, they're not like, this guy's awesome, I gotta click it now. They're like, yeah, he's good enough, I'll click it. Abdul asks, why do you put yourself through the torture of foot? For your entertainment. And with that, folks, thank you guys for joining. Hope to see you next time. Tell me what I should do with my life, because it is in your hands. Seriously, it is in your hands. Don't forget to spare bets.